I've been ages back during the Colosseum.
We don't talk about those days.
Oh God, I remember. I forgot we played Colosseum. This is how much I did not care for that game.
I've actually got a theory as to why that game took so long.
Because it's terrible.
No, because it's PAL. Because on the GameCube, and I think older games, you're sometimes given the option between running in 50hz and 60hz. And games will do this differently, because obviously it's a Japanese console, NTSC-J, which, because it's NTSC, their TVs in Japan, like America, run at 60 Hz, refreshes 60 times a second. So games run at 60 frames a second. But when the GameCube was ported to PAL regions, some games were... It depends on how the game was ported. For instance, Melee, if played in 50hz mode, runs at the same speed, but they cut out 10 frames a second. So it's showing 50 frames a second, but the internal frame rate is still 60. And there are some games, like Mario Kart Double Dash, that when played in 50 Hz for PAL TVs, actually runs at 5/6 the speed. Now, Colosseum may have been running at 5/6 the speed.
We get it! We get it! There was the now! It was the now! I was all on board until you said, now!
Yeah, now. Well, you're not just going to cut off in the middle of an explanation.
No, but you've given the explanation!
No, I hadn't given... I'd given the setup to the explanation, and then I gave the explanation.
That was not a setup! That was not a setup! That was an explanation because we are relatively smart people, so we know to infer that that Colosseum was one of the slower ones.
I like the use of the word relatively for the smart man.
Okay, continue. Fine, continue.
No, that was
now.
it. You shouted over the final sentence of the explanation. I had finished, and you shouted over it. I said now, said that final bit, and then I was done. And you complained about how long one sentence took. I had finished. There was nothing more. It was an explanation.
I think Dan has killed himself because he's just gone silent.
Fight! Kiss.
So if you hadn't have complained at all, it would have been over.
Can the stream tell the sexual tension between me and Stefan right now?
It's like Tangler all over again.
This is one of those fights that ends in really hardcore.
Fucking Michael egging it up. This is my OTP.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I need to go unclog the shower drain. Give me 1 sec. That's not a euphemism either. That's just legitimately what I need to do. I poured some Mr. Muscle down there about an hour ago, so I need to wash it out.
I hope that argument was as good for you as it was for me. Ooh, we're entering the ship from the beginning of the game that we missed because the audio was off.
Oh yeah, we did.
Is that what you kids are calling it these days?